Welcome in, 920. You couldn't hear any of that. Man, every time you come in here, it just raises 30 degrees. I'm telling you.
Really gonna be hot out there today. So, our air conditioning at the theater is just running, and I just see the dollar signs just going.
Do you have any of the towels in the door crevices or like on the wall, like the aluminum foil?
I haven't, but actually, two cast members. Well, you know, Randy. He's like, "Could you get me a towel for his neck?"
Oh,
and then
no.
it took his tape off, and I had to retape him. And that poor man, you know, he has that heavy beard and everything. It hurt so much when we put his microphone on and take it off. And his wife hates his beard. So I said, she'll love you again August 12th.
Well, you know, all I can tell you is between me quitting smoking, the excessive heat wave going on, well, I got one better for you. We were supposed to start soccer today.
Somewhere?
At Glazebrook because of the sinkhole.
Right.
I don't think that's going to happen today. Any parent that's watching right now, I just do not feel comfortable doing soccer at 100 degrees at 5 o'clock. I just don't. I don't see that being a good thing.
No. People don't even like, the moms will come in and say, "Oh gosh, you've got it really cold in here." I said, when there's 200 people in here, it raises 6 degrees, and those kids are up there in 2 layers of clothes under stage lights. You remember how hot those stage lights can be.
Very.
Yes.
Oliver starts tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes. And I think we have like less than 20 tickets on opening night, which I think those will go, parents or not. And then Sunday is sold out, the first Sunday. But otherwise, the first Saturday and Thursday's picking up a little bit. Second Friday's pretty good. Second Saturday, it's our matinee. We're trying it, and we thought, oh, this is a perfect show for families and to bring kids because first act's a little over an hour, just about an hour. Then we have ice cream, and I bought all kinds of fun drinks, and and then the last Sunday's pretty full. But we've got tickets.
You get them at altonlittletheater.org or call 462-3205, and you're ready to go. Now, how's the cast and crew ready for this? Are the little ones excited, nervous?
Oh, they are so excited, and they're already grieving. And I can remember doing this. They're like, "We only have 2 more rehearsals. We only have 1 more rehearsal. What will I do?" And the adults are like, "Oh, I can think of something to do after this."
Drink.
Oh, well, these poor people. You can, those
kids.
Vintage clothes and cloaks and hats and wigs. Oh, my God. The guys are all wearing wigs, and they're not used to that.
How is it with all this heat, though? Because I'm sure even though it feels brutally cold when they first walk in, it's got to be only 76. It's just that much of a temperature difference. Does it affect them at all whenever they get going?
It doesn't seem to. Now, last night was the first time I had to give them a little. We took pictures, and I think, and we had to do that. We took cast pictures, but they weren't as energetic for the first 10 minutes. And I was like, what was going on with you guys? But we didn't do vocal warm-up, and we usually do that. But we try and get them out of there by 9:30, starting at 7. Because when we start at 7:30, we have those little ones that you had on here, and they used to go to bed at 9 o'clock, and now we've turned them into theater people. They're like, "Is there a party tonight?" So we're having our party on Saturday afternoon. We're having a pizza party for them and all that. And my tech dinner went well. They ate hot dogs and hamburgers from Godfrey Meat Market and pork steaks.
You can't go wrong with meat market stuff.
Oh, no, Ian went to Florida, but he fixed everything, and I picked it up on Friday. It was great.
That's awesome. Now, whenever we're at this stage in the game, what do some of the conversations turn into? Do you get a lot of phone calls the day before or leading up to the show?
Kevin thinks we will get a lot of walk-ins. We have had mostly the phone calls. People bought their tickets early, and now their schedule changes. And so that is my dear husband. He's always moving and changing.
God bless you, Michael.
He's on the phone. And people walk in at 5 minutes to 2 when I'm trying to get to physical therapy.
Well, and that's what I think's really tough, too, because you guys don't have the luxury of the Fox has, because The Fox can call an intern and say, come up here, so if they get annoyed and they have a bad day, well, then it's okay.
Yeah.
You guys can't afford to have a bad day because you're running to physical therapy, it's 140 degrees, and money's slipping out the door, and you can't call, you pick up the phone and go, what the hell do you want? You know, I mean, so it's really, what I think's cool is it shows that you guys really have to be locked in and really want this, you know, especially in the summer and all the craziness that you're going through.
And we have one phone line, which sometimes that's a problem because people will call and they'll get the recording and they're not thinking we're probably on the phone with somebody. We're not answering.
Right.
And so that's been a little bit of an issue. And more people are buying online through the website.
Good.
I mean, your website for us is wonderful. But I think because we have a lot of new families and young families, and they have questions about the age, and they want to know, you know, how long things are, and you know what seating there is. I can tell there's people who've never been to the theater, and grandma needs, you know, wheelchair access and things like that. So I sent the boys out in the heat and said, clean that ramp because we've got some wheelchairs coming in.
I was going to say something about this. Now that I'm starting to get all the nicotine coma away from me, MJ.
Yes,
she's
yes.
Kevin. She's Brian's producer in the afternoons here on Thursdays. So Brian and I are going to be going to see you tomorrow, I believe. Aren't we, Brian? I think it's tomorrow.
Wonderful.
I'm going regardless.
I adore her, and she is funny in this. Oh my gosh.
Is she part of the is she a performer?
Yes.
I don't ask questions.
Yeah, she's part of the ensemble, but she has,
wonderful.
She has a solo, and her first bit when she plays Mrs. Sourberry, oh my God, she's just hysterical.
Well, and then you can catch MJ today with Brian at 2 p.m. There you go. It's Thursday. Small world.
It is a small world, but see, I didn't know that because normally I talk to the adults a lot more, but I have 19 children who they've never worn tights, they run tights, and I love the little girls who have no hips, so their costumes are the pants. Look at my pants. And I'm like, okay, I'll go and see if Target has some belts. And of course, everyone was pink and daisies. And I'm like, no, I need brown. I need blue.
Well, and that's got to be frustrating too, because I mean, very rarely do you see a mom going, I just need brown or gray or whatever. But you know,
right.
But this has got to make it a little bit difficult too for you. Is you got to go back to the time period.
Absolutely. And just even braiding their hair.
Yeah.
I did not realize how many young girls don't know how to braid their hair.
Oh, yeah.
Or have never had it. So they'll just show up, and I have Jacob, and I have one of the moms, and I have me, and they just stand there. We just braid their hair.
Well,
because there's no way they can wear it braided in the orphanage, but then we have boy wigs that 4 of the girls have to put on, and they have long hair. There's no way.
Right.
And even the ones that I can kind of let be in a single braid, they're like, but I want it all fluffy. And I'm like, yeah, no.
Well, and that's the thing, too, because, like, gone are the days everyone's on their phone as a kid anymore, so you don't have the girls braiding each other's hair in class. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Gone are the days.
We all did it. We all did it. God, yes.
Well, and now, whenever we're getting into this point, I mean, how is it fun for you to kind of go through those nuances for performers first? Like, you know, the tights problems, the costume issues. Is it fun for you in a way? Or
yes, it is. And I've seen them grow in their talent. But, I mean, I was coming out of the bathroom at intermission, and 2 girls are running at me like, oh, my God, we've been looking everywhere for you. And I was like, I just needed 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. But I do love it that they feel totally safe in clinging on me and telling me that they need something. So I always wanted more kids, and God said, oh, okay.
God says, you want them, honey? You got them.
Right.
Well, and you know, at this point too, it's got to be bittersweet because you know that your chapter with Alton Little Theater is eventually going to be coming to a close. But at this stage in it, is it a little bit? Has the bittersweetness hit you where you know that you're counting, but you're not?
Well, a little bit. This will be Kevin's last big musical. So I think for him, it's more bittersweet than it is for me. He's going to stay till the end of the year. He'll be doing A Christmas Carol, which has music in it, but is not considered a musical. And he wants to do a big family production of that. I'm helping all the new directors. Christy Doring has a season opener.
She's a wonderful woman.
She is a wonderful woman, a wonderful director. I adore her.
Her husband's a great guy, too.
Yeah.
Love him to death. He's a good guy.
We just met at physical therapy yesterday. We're working out next to each other. And I'm texting his wife about we got to meet Tuesday. That was just, they were like, do you guys know everybody in town? Well, yeah, kind of.
Close.
But yeah, he's a great guy. I wish he could play the dad, but somebody's got to hold down the fort in September. And then, of course, Randy is directing for the first time in January. So that's sort of my job, is to now get the season organized.
That's tough, though. Because that's got to be tough because you're still, it's
paying the bills, selling advertisement,
and you gotta
doing the program. Yeah.
Well, you got two new directors, not two, but newer directors, and it's got to be tough to keep them enthusiastic and not take away the fun of being someplace new, but also keeping the mission and the values and everything that you guys have done so well for decades in place as well.
Well, and we talked a little bit because I was even teasing you if your schedule wasn't so important. We looked at Making God Laugh. It made the second round 3 times, and every director said, I think I'm going to have a hard time casting this. But I just thought, Christy has all these former students. And I think she has it cast now, but it's been 2 weeks, and she and I are both sweating bullets because it's not fair to her to hand her a show and say, well, start, and we'll hope we find another son. 3 men and in a cast that have to be certain ages, that's very difficult. 3 women, I could do 3 times over, but not men.
Why is that?
I think guys are very, very involved in a lot of things, taking care of their families and working a whole lot. And I also think you say 4 or 5 rehearsals a week to a guy.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, there you go. No. We'll do 1 or 2. But when you hit us with 4 or 5, it's like, wait a minute here.
And how many lines do I have to memorize?
And how long each night?
Yeah. But the Olympics is on, but the game is on. But the game. It's like, I got it.
So tickets for tomorrow, we're down to the nitty gritty.
Yes.
20 maybe. Sunday is sold out. So Saturday at 2 p.m.
No, not the first Saturday.
No, 7:30.
Yeah.
7:30 is the evening show for this coming Saturday, but there is a matinee Saturday next week.
Yes, and Sunday this week is a matinee, and then next weekend, Saturday and Sunday are both matinees. So, and oh my gosh, I went out and bought all these kid-friendly drinks and and ice cream. That's a big thing. We even have an ice cream stand that Kevin made because I thought that's the fun of coming maybe to live theater for the very first time. And I want it to not feel like this, stoic old place that doesn't like kids. I want them to enjoy and laugh. I know it's going to be a little tough for the kids maybe to hold their concentration sometimes, but you've seen those 2 leads are incredible kids.
Well, they are, but hell, you've seen me try to hold my concentration too.
It takes a while to get used. It's like you always want the audience to be entertained, but when you're performing, you have to sort of ignore. They're there, but you can't break the fourth wall. You can't play to them. You have to hear your notes. And sometimes that's hard. If there's a lot of laughter and performance, it's like we can't crank up the music
you miss
too
your
much.
cue.
Because, the speakers also play this way. So when we're up in the light booth, we know what we're doing. You don't want anyone to squeak. And we have a brand new high school senior, Connor Brown. Shout out to him. Christy told me he was the best tech person, and he is, and the sweetest guy. Because when we have projections, sound effects, then running sound for 31 people, and then all the lights and the fog, because you have to have fog in London.
That's true. That's very true.
It takes 3 of us up in the booth.
Do you have is Brant with you on this too, or is it just you?
Yes. No, he came up with all the projections, and he runs the projections and the sound effects, and he's helping Connor a little bit with our system, just because you have that many people on mic. Sometimes you're like, somebody was squeaking. And
then it becomes a real investigative game too. It's like you're a detective. Like, oh, wait a minute, go go back off the stage there. Is that here?
Yeah.
Pot him down a little bit. Pot her up a little bit.
And they all come up at this point.
Oh.
So, Mr. Bumble has this booming voice, and you're like, please don't stand right on top of the monitor. It's, you can't do anything about it. Where the little kids, we kind of, Oliver, we have to pump him up.
Yeah.
Although he has incredible.
Is that a hard mix? I'm so sorry to cut you off.
That is an incredibly hard mix. I look at his things and I'm like, some are here and some are here.
Yeah.
And he's got his hand right on it.
Because to me, no one realizes that. If you see a board that has everything like this, it's because on the back end of things, their DBs are way set here and their gates are way lower, they're way high. But when you're running a live performance, you can't do that. You got to literally run it on the fader.
Right.
That is so wild.
And you probably know this. We lost some airspace because some got sold off, and then some places in St. Louis, they will run into the airspace that we were running, and suddenly you'll hear this little garble or something. So we're having to invest in a system that almost puts this invisible guard around our building.
Oh, you were getting into the digital feedback.
Yes.
Wow.
And we've never had that just for the last year. That's the only time it's happened.
And that's really bad, though. I mean, that's very bad.
Particularly if we want to do 3 big musicals a year.
Particularly if you hope that, dear God, they aren't saying anything bad on your stage.
Exactly.
I mean, not being funny. You never know. Did you see the guy at City Council? Not our City Council. We can't afford anything else. But there was a City Council, I forget, in Michigan somewhere. And I'm getting in trouble for that comment. But in Michigan, where he went into the bathroom and left his microphone on.
Oh, God.
Hilarious. I mean, literally did everything under the sun in that bathroom as the mayor of that town and had to come back in with everyone laughing at him.
Oh, good. Now, we have had that happen with people relieving themselves, but not during a performance.
Oh, okay, not during the performance.
But see, that's a good point. Just having them learn they cannot talk, because with that many people, it's so hard in and out. And a couple of the adults even do the echo backstage. It's a vocal part. Big musicals are written that way. So they cannot talk for 2.5 hours.
Well, and that's a good point, too, because I mean, there's one thing I've always taught every young person that I've been around that's done like any type of internship is treat it like it's on. You don't say a damn thing around that microphone. You just kind of wait for your part and you act like everything's on all the time until you're in the car driving home.
And they've done
Wonderful.
Pretty well. Last night, one of our young girls, she's just adorable. She wasn't there, and we needed to start. So all of a sudden, right at 7 o'clock, I heard, Serena's here, Serena's here, Serena's here. I heard it over their microphones. I was like, thank God, Serena's here.
So,
But, I said, girls, I would have figured it out when I saw her. You don't have to tell me. But you just, human beings, they're like, oh, damn, my zipper broke. And you're like,
what would your code name be as a protectee? Like if you were a Secret Service agent protecting, mine would be hairpiece.
Well, my pseudonym is Catherine Elizabeth Baltimore, and so I do Keb a lot.
Oh,
but you
that's
have to know
cool.
it stands for Catherine Elizabeth Bald. But see, they don't say Lee once. They'll say Lee.
That's what I was curious.
So I could be just LLL. I don't answer quickly enough, I guess, for once.
Well, by the way, you notice that this is like the first time my studio is actually not like blown up on us? Have you noticed that? Like it's been really easy.
Sometimes when I sit there,
it's scary.
When I have a
not
guest.
Anymore. We changed it.
Oh, you changed
we
it.
are
Okay.
fixed.
Well, I figured.
Ivan was confident.
I figured last week they had to say who's in the corner because I was laughing at the kids and I was trying not to talk, but every once in a while
I had to.
They wouldn't explain what I needed them to explain. Yeah.
So, real quick, I want to take a quick break, but a programming note for all of you. I don't know if you guys saw this. Dallas Smarts is leaving the Alton River Dragons, and he's been a great addition to our community and really coming in and being a part of it and really investing. And going to be a bummer to say goodbye to him. It just kind of came through on the social medias yesterday, but we're going to be talking to Dallas next week on Wednesday, and we're going to kind of just say a big thank you interview.
Good.
And have that conversation. So if you just saw that on RiverBender.com, you can see additional articles later and write-ups, but Theater Thursday with this wonderful woman continues right after this, right here on RiverBender.com and on Roku TV. Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trunked. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial Campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Mark your calendars for August 9th as Scotty McCreery is live at the Alton Amphitheater, celebrating the release of Rise and Fall, out now.
And tickets are on sale now.
Hear your favorites like This Is It.
This is now. This is what I've been talking about. Looking out.
And the new hit, Cab in a Solo.
I can't believe what I just saw.
Get your tickets now at metrotix.com. Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ. 9:45. If they could only hear us during a commercial break, I'm telling you what, we'd have 1 million people watching the show live.
We would.
Getting back to Lee Cox, Alton Little Theater. Rocky Horror Picture Show auditions continue Saturday.
Saturday at 10 a.m. Brent had wonderful auditions. He's got about, I would say, half of what he needs. So I'm hoping he gets a great turnout. This Saturday, you just come with a song. Doesn't have to be a song from the show. We did have one gentleman, I'm putting that in quotes, show up in full drag.
Cool.
And didn't look bad.
Kept it cool, huh?
Kept it cool. And he said, I never knew black leather was so hot. I said, well, I could have told you black leather was hot. But October, it goes up October 25th.
Lee said, you're telling me.
You're telling me. Yeah, I've got leather pants on today. But I just think it's so much fun for the people who love it. And we just want it to be fun for our audiences. There are theaters who do it every year as their fundraiser. So it is popular. This is the 25th anniversary. And one of the great things is there's a gentleman who did the latest Broadway revival, creating tracks, which, is something you could do.
Yeah.
And he got permission for us to use the Broadway tracks, and that's a huge deal. It's a little more upbeat tempo and rock and roll. They're just great. Brant played it for me last night, and it was great.
You're hitting something though, because everyone is really this is a Halloween area. It's not a town, it's a Halloween region.
Right.
So go ahead and really dive into it, and I'm sure that you've had tons of people audition for this. Is that true?
Oh, we have.
That's what I figured.
But a lot of the guys, and I get it, their number one question is, what's the rehearsal schedule? And I'm like, well, he's doing music for first week, and then he's doing choreography, and then he starts blocking and incorporating all that. And we have to take the 20th of September through the 29th because Christie's show is on stage. Yeah. So then there's a break. That's why he's starting early. And then we hit it hard.
Well, and that's a very tough grind, because Oliver was tough, but you had a little bit of that additional week or two.
Yeah. Kevin always does 8 weeks.
Yeah.
This has 6 weeks, and costumes or lack thereof. But
well, and now what's the best way to get more information? What parts are you looking for? Are you looking for men, women right now, or just all?
I think all.
Okay.
I think as usual. Now I'm speaking out of turn, but I think the men are a little harder to cast. I just walked through the room and I was like, wow, he's got a terrific turnout of women. I think the men are a little more hesitant, like, what, Brad's like, what do I have to do? Go to my undershorts? What?
Well, see, I think what'll happen though is once you get one of the real fun guys that goes out there and does it, he'll bring the rest of the life up.
That's what I'm hoping.
It only takes one to really start the dominoes to fall on
that. That is what I'm hoping. And again, we are a Halloween town.
We are.
This year, the parade needs to be over by 11, so everybody can come to the theater for the midnight show.
Well, what we're going to do is, we do the Halloween broadcast.
Yes.
And we do have some liberty over the lower third of my screen. And since you're already a sponsor of this show, we are going to throw up there on the lower third.
Okay, good.
Right after this is done.
Because if I'm going to stay up all night.
Are you kidding me? You better have a full house. Better be outside the door.
And I bought costumes.
Oh, that's true. And now, did you add another concert?
We did. Eric Sykes and hit one female vocalist, Bethany Tamara. They do a concert. It's pre-packaged. Yes. Oh, did you? Okay. They do Bobby Darin and Friends, and it is wonderful. I think our audiences will love it. He is kind of a crooner type anyway. They've been doing this show for about a year, and he's directing at Al Fresco in the fall, but he'll be coming up our way January 1st.
Did he do the show for...
Yes, he was in Singing in the Rain.
Okay.
Yes, same guy. So we booked him for March. He's also going to help with Best of the Best at Broadway, but he's got Legally Blonde at Al Fresco kind of the same time. So a good friend of his who did come to the area to do a benefit at Lutheran Resurrection Church, Thomas, he and I are negotiating a date, but he wants to come help us out because I needed one more fundraiser. And again, lots of our seniors don't like to drive at night, so I'm looking for maybe New Year's Day or Sunday afternoon, just to make sure we have something every single month.
That is so fun.
You can't forget about February because I just about got the studio series cast.
I am officially in.
Good.
I am officially in for you. After all that you've been through this last couple of months, the least I can do is say that I am in for being...
Randy Duncan, who's the regional Lincoln impersonator, he said, well, do you have a Johns Wilkes Booth? And I said, oh, yeah.
You don't know what's going to hit the back of you later on.
He said, well, and he did say, is he the right age? He was young. And I said,
was Wilkes Booth young?
Yes, yes.
Shoot.
He was like 23, 24.
What is up with all these young people doing just wild things?
Well, they get carried away by the idealism. I mean, he really believed he was saving the South. Yeah.
No, did Dr. Mudd was he in on that?
He was in
on it,
yes.
Okay. See, I've always been curious.
Yeah, at least the books.
Yeah.
That Michael plays Robert Todd Lincoln, and we read all the books and everything.
That's why I asked you, because you would know more than anybody. Yeah. That's very interesting.
Well, and a lot of the slaves who worked for him, they're the ones who really narked on him and talked about all the people who came to the house and visited and the secret meetings. And so he wasn't not knowledgeable for sure.
Well, and I just want to get back to, I love this Bobby Darin show.
Yes,
I'm a big Bobby Darin person.
Good.
I love
Me too.
Oh, seriously. I told you the story where I thought Johnny Cash was alive when I was a kid, didn't I? I think this was like some young guy.
It should be.
But this is really exciting. And you're at a stage now, and this is where I think this is really important for the audience to know, and not just mine, but the regional community too, is that you're in a transition point in all seriousness. And even though we pitter-patter around it and we don't want to talk about it, unfortunately, in a couple of years, you're going to be making that decision to, move on down the road. So how important is it right now to, connect with newer directors and newer personalities like Christy?
And build a foundation, because I want to leave, when I do leave, to leave the theater in the very best shape possible. I don't want to just say, here
it is.
Good luck. And I know this sounds judgmental, but millennials tend to think they can just come in and they'll just use rapid technology and change everything. And certainly changes are due, but you have to understand our season ticket base are people over 60. Yeah. So inching them in to even buying a ticket online has been a big deal. But now they like the website that you guys help create because it has pictures and it's easy to navigate. Yeah. But something that's hard to do is not going to go over. No. So we still have to have box office hours. We still do mailings. I know that sounds antiquated, but they love our newsletters. They love the prompter. They say, oh, that reminded me of, what the deadline was or coming up.
Hear me out, though. I think mailing's going to come back into fold. I truly believe so. There's something about getting that, especially when it's not just, a Vistaprint 5,000 mailer, but it's actually sent from something that you're a part of, like, you guys, like Hainer does.
Yes.
There's something about just kind of getting that.
And when I get Hainer's or even senior services, I read every word of it.
All three of them. Honestly, I do. I like to see what's going on. Yep. And it's better than just getting spam mail, and I'm getting something at least useful for me.
Because we go through our email so quickly and we're like, okay. And then just go down. Because I have 100 and I can't sit there. Yeah.
So let's go over the dates for Oliver one last time.
Yes.
Which is coming up.
It opens tomorrow night on August 2nd, and then it closes on Sunday the 11th. There are 7 performances, 4 evenings, and 3 matinees, and that will be the new schedule for all of the 91st main stage shows. The concerts are usually 2 or 3, and like the studio series is back-to-back weekends. Everything is a little different.
Randy looks awesome. I'm on Alton Little Theater's website right now, and Randy Manning looks wonderful.
Great? And with the kids, and he's so good with them. He's so good with them.
Well, and then honestly, it's just, I'm excited to see how this turns out. And folks, if you're just tuning in, hot off the presses, Oliver starts tomorrow on August the 2nd. It runs through the 11th. You got evening shows August 2nd, 3rd, 8th, and the 9th. Mm-hmm. And then you got August 4th, 10th, and 11th as matinees. But wait, there's more. On Saturday, you can stop in and audition for Rocky Horror Picture Show. You got to add that extra. You got to add the extra on there.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Got to do it. And then you can be a part of this, which in Rocky Horror, the show, you have the midnight showing on October 31st, which would be Halloween. What better way to celebrate? Yeah. You got Making God Laugh coming up. You got...
and it's very, very funny, and Christy's going to do a great job with it.
You know what? You got this is something too to take note of, folks. You got some new faces coming into Alton Little Theater, but the foundation and the legacy is going to remain the same.
And that's the goal. We welcome so many new faces, new talents, new generations of all ages. We love kids. We just love to see new people get involved in theater. It's a little more work for us if they're new, but I see people grow into their talent. And Randy's always had talent, but I'm just telling you, seeing him in his special tiara, it's worth the price of admission. Now, I will tell you, he's gone through 3. I'm like, you're very hard on tiaras. He smashes them down in the box. I'm like, no, you can't do that. These are fragile.
Oh, no.
And then he never knew how complicated jewelry was. He goes, I've never worn jewelry. I said, see what women go through? Because he has rubies and he has emeralds. It's part of the whole thing of his jewels. And I have to pack the treasure chest carefully.
Oh, no.
Because he gets caught on the tiara. But he's hysterical with his opera glasses. I mean, it just makes me smile every night.
You can get tickets, especially for Saturday showing.
Yes.
That's the one that really needs those tickets bought. Friday and Sunday are looking good. Yeah. Saturday looking a little rough.
And what's happened? Saturday night used to be date night.
It's wild
It
anymore.
is just wild how it switched, and I can't imagine. I mean, I taped the Olympics. I love the Olympics. But I mean, what is Saturday night? It's not like a big concert. I always look to see why, are we struggling with that? I guess families are just so busy. I don't know, but Saturday's tough. And during the year, we will sell to a lot of groups because they want to come to town, have lunch, the show, and then dinner. But, we don't have groups for that. We have small groups of friends and things. But, Oliver, I think that there's a misperception that just because it has Fagan's kids in it, that it's a kid's show entirely. It isn't.
No.
It's a Broadway classic for a reason, and it's launched a lot of careers and has beautiful music. But again, for even kids to understand, when we weren't a kid-friendly planet,
right.
Children were chattel. They were sold. They were mistreated. Even at 6 or 7, they were expected to work.
Right.
And I have had discussions with the kids about that. They just can't believe, because they're part of the entitled generation.
Well, what's wild is, too, I mean, go across the pond, and that's still the case today. And that's...
Oh, absolutely.
That's what's amazing to me, is that it's still going on. And it's getting better, though. We're making progress.
I hope. But, yeah, that's just a small part of the heartbreak we see in Gaza. We have 7-year-olds trying to take care of their baby brother and sister.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
It really is terrible. And, that's why I love Alton Little Theater, because whenever you turn on the news and you see those really tough things to watch, and then plus you got, I don't know, assassination attempts, people dropping out of the race, you got X, Y, and Z. You need a couple hours of escape.
I do. And I'm your number one news junkie, but I need my 2 to 3 hours in the dark just doing the magic of theater. It is so healing, and I really believe that. It's a great life.
Well, and that's why I want you guys to really take an opportunity. Take a couple of hours, turn the phone off for a little bit. I'm telling you, it'll do wonders, just like I did with the vape. You might have some withdrawals. I may or may not be wanting to jump out of the window right now, but that's okay. It'll all get better. But when you're at Alton Little Theater, you escape and you find that just really transport yourself to a land of really great things and great performers.
Yes, we do.
Get your tickets at altonlittletheater.org. And man, Lee, that was a quick 45er.
That was quick.
Am I forgetting anything?
No, the end of the month, I'll probably have some announcements here first and foremost.
So stay tuned. You stay there. I'll stay here as we come back with top of the hour news next.